Hi, my name is Keith Floss. I'm the Vice President of Rockwest Composites. I'm one of the founders. I have 40 years experience in the design and development of composite products. We call our tubes ZTE tubes, which means zero coefficient of thermal expansion. All materials want to either expand or contract when they get hot or cold. And metals tend to do it in a much more dramatic way than composites do. Through the interesting properties of composites, we can actually design a tube to have essentially a zero coefficient of thermal expansion. The properties that our tubes achieve in a very affordable manner are less than 50 parts per billion per degree F in thermal expansion, which is very low, and for most people that is adequate. Measuring zero for a coefficient of expansion is really kind of tricky, and so we've come up with a laser system by which we measure not only the axial thermal expansion, but we also want to make sure that our tubes don't twist or bend when they get exposed to temperature. The fixture you see here has one of our tubes in it, which is shown here, and we put a known heat load on a known area or length of the tube, as shown by the heat strip here. And then we measure how far the tube either grows axially, how much the tube twists, or how much the tube bends as the tube gets hotter. You can see there's this mirror cube on the end of the tube, which will follow as the tube grows or twists or bends. And we then reflect lasers off there, and they go into each of these three different photodiode arrays in which we can count the pixels by how much the laser beam moves in each of the three directions. We actually make these as a stock product, so if you have a application such as an optical bench, a telescope, or something in which the position of that instrument needs to be made very stable throughout a significant temperature regime, you could buy a tube off of our website that will maintain the steady position. We actually have two products that we offer. One of the tubes has a slightly positive coefficient of expansion. If it's not zero, it goes just slightly positive, but it will be less than 50 parts per billion per degree F. And the other tube is tuned just slightly to be just negative of zero and still less than 50 parts per billion per degree F.